Here we are again. Welcome back to a new series of bitzelbrews. Today we are looking at those icy Kaldheim spoilers, which already brought us a beautiful new commander combined with another card type you haven't seen in any command zone so far. Esika, God of the Tree, is a mono-green creature on one side and an Oath of Druids-like enchantment on the other side. The cool thing is, you can play the Prismatic Bridge from your command zone as well, and as you might have guessed already, we're trying to make the best out of this rainbow enchantment. To give you a short overview of what you can expect from the next minutes, we will at first look at the overall game plan, followed by a few important single includes to finally discuss other ways of brewing Esika. The idea of this deck is pretty simple, abusing the Prismatic Bridge in a polymorphish way. For that reason, we have decided to play a pure control shell, which smooths the way to play in our bridge, defending it, and winning the game with a few of the best planeswalkers or creatures. First things first, there's nothing special about the lands, except we've added 2 of the new snow-covered dual lands since we play into the north to find one of them. Apart from that, we play all 10 fetch lands, dual and shock lands, as well as a bunch of gold lands. As already mentioned, we cover the best CMC2 ramp spells in order to cast our Prismatic Bridge earlier and to have a decent color fixing supported by triomes. To keep the game under control, we feature the usual set of discard spells, as well as the very best disruption spells Magic has to offer. Additionally, we run a good amount of counterspells to protect our bridge and the necessary targets it finds to win the game. In a Genesis Stormish manner, we have included Latnam's Legacy and See Beyond to get rid of one of the big boys in the early game or other cards that might not be useful in a certain matchup. For the Planeswalkers, we included Karn, Eugen and Nicol Bolas. All of them are cards that can have a tremendous impact on a game, and if your opponent should ever be able to handle those beasts, think of it, they have to deal with another threat the next turn. The creatures we included are Blightsteel Colossus, Ulamog and Emrakul. Generally said, you can vary a bit with the amount of targets, but we would not recommend to play more than 5 to 6 slots, simply because there aren't that many high CMC performers yet and you don't want to draw one of them any second game you play. There might be situations in which it is good to have a big boy in hand, for example if you want to make use of show and tell. In other situations, you would like to cast Esika instead of the bridge to cast Transmogrify. Another card we added, which fits quite well, is Footfall Creator. It grants haste and trample for our targets, with the option to cycle it once we might not make use of it. Now we've showed you our very first take on this new cool commander, but is this the only way to play Esika? I doubt it, so let's take a look at the other options. When I first saw this commander, I thought about a cool opportunity to play a creature planeswalker toolbox. Basically, the 5-color good stuff deck to play. One question remains if or if not to play creature-based ramp. On one hand, it seems to be necessary to get down your threats as early as possible. On the other hand, a trigger from the bridge resulting in a dork is better than nothing, but definitely nothing you've expected. Maybe that's a necessary evil we have to accept. Another strategy you could think of is playing some kind of reanimator type, casting threats from your graveyard or putting them onto the battlefield from your library. Either way, this style would pressure your opponent much more than a usual reanimator deck. However, I was never really convinced of that archetype having a home in Duel Commander, although it's very enjoyable to play it, which might be enough of a reason to try it out. Again, we're already at the end of this deck tag. I would like to encourage you to discuss this deck with us, share your thoughts and ideas, and if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our social media links to stay connected with us on Twitter or Facebook to discuss new spoilers, decks or ban announcements. Thanks for watching and have a good one.